What's up, Bonnie? What's going on, guys? How's it going? Looks like my phone is leaning. Let me get this straightened out. How's it going? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Let's see. We're playing the movie Zombieland tonight, and then I'm trying to decide if I run another train on the inside here, which I think I might. I think I'm gonna change. I think I'm gonna run this one right here. Let's go over here. Doo-doo-doo. How's everybody doing? What's going on? How was everybody's Friday? There we go. What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. I figured I'd jump on here on YouTube for a little bit. See how this goes. I told you guys I'll be posting videos to TikTok, but not. Let's see here, 532. Select 532. I gotta figure out the strobe. I can't remember what the strobe was. There it is, number 5. There we go. We'll see if I can control this little handheld phone holder. Grab some cars here. There's the Bronco train coming by. The Broncos. All right, let's go forward here. See if we can get out of the yard here. I don't know what we're pulling, but we're pulling a bunch of scrap, it looks like. And maybe not. I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're hung up. I stopped it for some reason. Something's going on here. Guess I was just stuck in the switch. Hell, I don't know. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Greetings from Puerto Rico. Well, greetings from Denver, Colorado. I do have class lights. There's the class lights. I'll turn them on. We're gonna derail one of these cars. These long cars don't like this yard. So they will come off. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully they come out of this yard okay, but one of these long cars, probably that car right there, is going to come off. I can just tell you that. Doing good, Joe. What's going on, buddy? Are you out east yet? I know you were going out east. Maybe we won't derail a car. Maybe I'm going to be okay. The number on this is 532. I'm not going to switch it. I'm going to throw a switch and we're going to speed it up and get it out of the yard and get it ahead of the Bronco train. Let's see here. Probably derail this train, watch. My luck. That's the kind of luck I have. I derail shit all the time. We'll derail something. We always do. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Share the live if you guys can. I'd appreciate it. There we go. All the scrap cars are going. The Sioux is running. And then as soon as I get off of this switch, we'll throw a switch. We do have Intermountain 130 or 33s coming in. Sorry, 133s. Oh, Lord. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Messing up on me. Hold on, guys. It's screwing up on me. I knew it was going to do it, too. Hold on. There we go. Back. Damn. Had you guys all over the place, didn't I? I did put a track in right here. I put a track in right here. It's the concrete and dog food factory right there. So I'm going to put some dog food cars back there towards the back. So when I switch this little industry, we'll switch a couple dog food cars and then we'll switch the concrete, and I'll store the concrete on this pass and I'll store it on this other pass over here on the back side of that train. So I think if I do it, that's the way it's going to work out. I think it'll work out great. But I added that track. And then I added another track. There's the Rock Island. Rock Islands are running. Classroom training is awesome. Awesome, man. At least you're out there working, right? Here comes that Sioux. Let's see if we can keep everything on the track right here with this Sioux and not derail in here somewhere, then we'll be okay. But look, I already did it. I already derailed it. Something happened. Something happened. I derailed. And it's probably some detail part on this Rapido. So we'll see if we can make it through the yard here. I don't know. Derailments happen. What's up, Anthony? How are you? How are you? There's the scrap cars. These are all homemade scrap cars with all the painted metal. See that? I put a little bit of color in it. There's the Dare car. We've got some of those in the store too. Anybody's looking for a Dare car. But there's the Rock Island going around the coal mine. I did add some tracks here. That way we can switch out off of the main. I'm going to put a switch here. And, well, not a switch, but a hand throw switch stand. But you can actually put cars in here now. And I kind of changed it up. So it looks pretty good. Turned out pretty good. Good place for tracks. I just wanted a couple extra tracks, so I did it. Because you know me, I'm always doing crazy shit. Said, here's the Broncos train. Right here. Denver plays tomorrow, right? They play the Bills tomorrow. Is that what it is? They're gonna have to beat the Bills, right, in order to move on to the. Is it the not the Super Bowl, but right before, right, the playoffs? Haven't heard it since grade school. I know. I know. The Dare program. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that Sioux, but I hope I don't derail again on that switch. I'll have to take that engine off and change it to something else. Just because I don't want to mess with it tonight. So I hope, like I said, everybody had a good Friday. Here comes the Rock Islands. The Rock Islands are GP38s. I like them. They're pretty nice. Pretty nice engines. See if I can get you where you can see them here. Those are Atlas. They're really nice locomotives. I need to dirty them up. I need to make them dirty. That's what I need to do with them. So, and we don't play music during the YouTube lives because we're not allowed to because of copyright. So I can't really play music. Here we go. Here's that Sioux. I love that strato light they call it on top. Look at that thing. That's the Sioux. So let's see why we're coming off here. Let's see if we can catch why we're coming off on the track right here. We'll watch it derail. I think it's derailing right here on this joint right here where this insulator's at. See how that's a little bit off? Right there on that insulated joint. We're gonna come off though. I know it will. I don't want to spend my whole night right here either. Right there. Right on that joint, just like I said. So I'm gonna have to fix that joint. I found it right away. Right away I spotted the spot that's bad. Yeah, it does. That Sioux. They did have the small fuel tanks and then they had the bigger fuel tanks. Yeah, we're coming off right here. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I think I know how I'm gonna fix it. Here's how I'm gonna fix it. We're gonna set you here for a second. I'm gonna grab a little file. Be right back. We're gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it because I love fixing shit. I love fixing stuff. It's so much fun to fix stuff, right? It's always fun to fix things. Come on. Wrong way. Right there. We're gonna file it down just a little bit. That one was a good transition. That was pretty smooth. Can't complain about that one. The Broncos is a pretty good transition right here. I got two of the same cars, I just realized that. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway with one of the cars. No, just kidding. Okay, we're gonna test that. We're gonna test it. We're gonna test it and see if that fixes it. I did smooth it up a little bit. I took that off the top right there where it was sticking up, so maybe it fixed it. Let's see what happens. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Big Boys Train Toys. See if I can turn my volume up here. There we go. Volume's up now. What's up, little wiener dog? You guys see my wiener dog? Right there? That's Bonnie. She's a sweetheart. All right, let's see if she comes off again. Let's watch it right here. You guys got to watch it come off if it's going to come off. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, we got issues, other issues. Haha. Haha. She's fixed. She stayed on. See, just a little bit of work on things. Sometimes you just got to do it. It is what it is, right? But we fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed it in a minute. Do 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 do. There's the Rock Island. Now I'm gonna set you down right here, so you can watch that Rock Island. I'm gonna crawl under. I gotta crawl under. About the time I crawl under is about the time that we will derail it again. We'll derail it again because I walked away from that area. So there's the Rock Island right here, coming across the water. Zombieland's playing. It's kind of a dark movie. There's that Rock Island. The pair. Now I did put this in so you can see I could see my fat self. See that? Ah. See that? I just did the mirror. I don't know why, but I thought it was kind of a cool place to put it. And I had help. I had suggestions. So it just gave it a little bit something different, you know. It gives it a little bit different perspective, I guess. And this was printed by Broke Railway, which is Twisted Twistler. See that? Firewatch. So I think we're running now. So we're running 3 trains. I might have to add one more. I don't know. May as well make my life hell, right? And add another train. There's that Sioux. Gorgeous, gorgeous Rapido. SD 9 or 10. I think it might be a 10. Isn't that pretty? Got some of Sierra's boxes in there, detail parts. See if we can get this running. And those of you looking for the new Broadway 844s, they just announced that they're going to release some. So we do have them on Denver trains. So you can check them out and put your pre-order in if you want one. Pre-orders are a good thing because it guarantees pretty much that you're going to get it. If you don't pre-order, you'll be out there looking for one to see when one comes available. So it might be something you're interested in. I don't know. There's a CPKC. I'd run it, but it's going the wrong way. There's that Sioux line. Pretty good looking locomotive right there. I call it a Bandit. It's a Milwaukee patch. So I call them bandits. I don't know what you guys call them, but whatever you guys think you can call them. I don't know whatever you guys have heard them called, but I've always called them bandits because they look like a bandit. Uh-oh. We're getting hung up on that crossing. You know, I need to take that crossing and sand it down a little bit because for some reason that crossing is a little bit weird and high. Now watch. We're going to come off now that I'm standing way over here. And I hope it doesn't, and I hope we fixed it, but you never know what's going to happen. If it makes it through there, we did okay. If it derailed, then we're going to have to haul ass over there, and I'm going to have to fix it. Well, it looks like we did good with your help, everybody's help. Look at that. She's running. Here we go. Here's the Rock Island. Pretty nice. Got a bunch of auto floods right here that are in the coal mine. They're empties. They're just sitting here. I need to put an NS train with it, or maybe even a Reading or something. Maybe even the Virginian needs to pull them. I don't know. There's the movie right there, the theater. The drive-in's going pretty strong right there. You guys got any questions? Anybody got questions? Or you all just hanging out, being quiet? The other day we had tons of questions. I got mods in here, so if I got mods, they can answer questions. Raul, thank you, man. Welcome in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Here's the Denver Broncos train, right here. That's the Denver Broncos train. What's cool about it is I made a trade to my buddy Twisted. He's in here, Twisted Tristler. And I took the bodies, the shells, and I put them on Intermountain chassis. And then I put ESU in them, and they run great. So now, what's really funny is if I want to run my John Deeres, I take those shells, pop them off, pop the John Deeres on, and that's how I use those chassis, because a lot of those would interchange them old school F units. So they interchange, and as you can see, there's a light on the inside of that one because that one was an A unit, and I made it a B unit just so I could use it. Oh, I know what's going on here. My bad. You guys are asking questions and this thing wasn't scrolling. I was stuck. I'm sorry. Yes, this is in my house. This is in my house. Coaster, hello, how are you? Sorry, guys. Would love to have that in your house. It's good. It takes up a lot of room. Let me go back here. You like Twisted Tristler? Yeah, everybody likes him. Can I show the clouds again? Yeah. And my mods can tell me if I need to do something here, because I did skip a bunch of stuff, and I'm sorry because it did not scroll. There's the clouds, and there's the lightning storm. These clouds are from Amazon. There's 3 of them. They're night light clouds, and then I change the colors on them every once in a while. We got Mount Rushmore right here. There's Broke right there, see? That's Twisted Tristler right there. See, he brought his own weights to yoga. He said the other day, yoga's no joke, man. Yoga's no joke, bring the smoke, he said. But yeah, this is craziness of almost 800 square feet. There's a lot of nerds in here, though. We are the YouTube train nerds. Uh-oh, there goes my phone, gonna act up. There it was, getting ready to go. So you got the YouTube train nerds right there. And look at this, guys. It's a new sign, just got made, just came into Denver Trains. What do you guys think of that sign? Give me a thumbs up if you like that sign. How many train sets do you have that you can run, Rusty? I've got over 350 locomotives, but they're not all gonna run right now. Thumbs up if anybody likes those signs. Those signs are at Denver Model Trains, denvertrains.com, right there, denvertrains.com. You can find that More Trains sign. You can even find some of the $29.95. I think there's the NS sign is in stock right there. There's a CSX sign in stock, a new one, a new logo that Rich built. And Rich is the one that makes them, HO Scale Showcase. So you can hit him up too through our website, and he can custom make you a sign. If he can do it, he'll do it. He's actually the one that custom made my TikTok train nerds and my YouTube train nerd. So if you want a YouTube train nerd with your name on it, all you gotta do is hit him up. See that? He can make those. They're pretty cool. So yeah, that More Trains is funny as hell though. And also, like, I had him custom make me a Kansas Pacific because I started on the Kansas Pacific Railroad. I work for UP, but I started on the KP, so that's kind of why I had that sign made. But he makes all these signs right there, those signs, CP Rail UP. He makes the Frisco that you see up there at the top. All those signs, he makes them. All the signs that are over here, BNSF, Santa Fe, Panama, Chessie, CN, Ferromex. He makes those. So if you're interested in them, reach out to our store, leave him a message, and he'll build you one. And sometimes you get him through the store, he gets the email, and then he'll ship them as soon as he makes it from where he's at. So Lego trains are cool. I've seen a lot of people with the Lego trains. I think that's interesting how they put the motors in the Lego trains and they run them on them tracks. I find it all pretty damn interesting, so I think it's pretty damn cool. I don't have any Lego trains, but I know some people that have them, and I think it's pretty damn neat. So there's the Bronco train. There's the Rock Island. I'm running them all the way out and through the yard because I have a UP train sitting here. See that's my excursion train sitting there. I got the power cars that are just sitting there too in the train, but I'm not running that one right now. Maybe I'll run it tomorrow. But I plan on doing quite a few YouTube lives towards the weekends. Hopefully I can get a time set where we're on YouTube, and I will try TikTok again here soon, but not right now. More of the high-speed lines in U.S. I don't know what they're going to do. I know that the NS, they're going to have that coast-to-coast railroad next year. I think it should be done by the end of. I think the whole deal will be done by the end of 2026, and by 2027, you're going to be seeing trains running across coast-to-coast, California to Jersey or North Carolina, wherever they're going to run them. So you're going to see that. There's a Rock Island. How many feet of track do you have laid out? You know, at one time a guy had it up for me. I had 11 miles of scaled HO track, 11 miles in here, but I've added a yard since that's out there. So who knows what I have in scale miles. I couldn't tell you. I know I have a ton. I do have a ton, so. Those aren't very loud there. We got a golf course right here. We got a red light district right there, and the police are there, the UP police. I hope that UP cop ain't taking lunch at the red light district, but I guess I've seen weirder shit. We got a baseball field right there, Field of Dreams. Here comes that Sioux. SD10 is what that is. We got N-scale too. Here's N-scale. My wife runs N-scale. It's over here on the other side of the basement. I'm not running it tonight. I might start it up and fire it up tomorrow night. I'll have to see what happens. But I might fire up the N-scale tomorrow. We'll just see how we go about that. Where's the homeless? There's homeless over there by Mount Rushmore. And I've got a homeless lady over here with a cart. Let me see if I can show her to you. She actually went shopping. She might have got smashed by a camper right here too. Somebody got smashed by the camper. Yeah, somebody got knocked down. There's the homeless lady with the cart. See her right there? I have a bunch of Mac Cornell tool diecast. Oh, thanks, man. That would be cool. The Cornell, that's cool stuff. And my buddy Twisted there has a snap-on train. I believe it's a snap-on train if I remember right. I can't remember exactly. Another cool engine is the Shea. Check out the Shea, the Southern. Look at that thing. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the 2-truck Shea. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a Broadway. I gotta get this thing figured out. Yeah, it is a lot of work, but I keep most of the dust down. And I mean, I'll go around and dust stuff, but it is what it is. But things don't get too dusty in here like it used to. It used to get pretty dusty in here because it wasn't finished. It wasn't a finished basement before. Now it's a finished basement, so. View detailed message. Huh. Wasn't that awesome? There it went crazy. I think my deal went dead, so hold on. I had to take my phone out of this thing. It just went dead. I just lost the power to it, so I have another one over here too. Let's try a different one. Let's see if I can put it on a different one. At least I'll have a stand that I can hold it on, so. There we go. I got a stand right here that I can use. We'll use this one. How much money do I have wrapped up in this? Right there. That's how much I got wrapped up in it. A few easy payments of $29.95. That's what I got wrapped up in it. I don't know. Nobody keeps track of their hobby. It's kind of like when you go buy a pack of cigarettes. Nobody keeps track of how much you spend on cigarettes. You just go buy them. You buy them, load up with them, and then you buy more. That's how it usually goes, right? What's going on here? Sean, what's going on, buddy? Always got to get the smart asses in here, don't we? It is what it is. We don't do political stuff in here, bud. We just run trains. Some stuff is 3D printed, not a bunch. Thank you there, Roy. I appreciate it. Did you buy one for $9.95? That's cool. Derek, you're right. You're right. I mean, we don't even keep track of how much things cost. We just have fun with it, right? Here's some of the back end of it here. This is the turntable area over here. There's another tower. That's 3D printed. That's 3D printed. That's from Sierra Valley. So this is the back end, and then I've got program tracks. If you want to know about this ballast is Superior Scenics, and it's just different colors, but it's real rock. And it's really cool stuff, so you can basically use it on your railroad. What's that say, dude? Who asked about where the homeless? Who was very impressed? You know, all I ask is you come in and enjoy the live and have fun. If you're having a bad day because somebody ran off with your girlfriend, or maybe you, I don't know, maybe something happened to you today, doesn't mean you take it out on other people, I guess. The $29.95 sign came from denvertrains.com. You can go in there and look at the tab that says signs. You can fill it out, and if you want that sign, you can actually get it made. We own a store, so denvertrains.com right there. We actually own a full-blown store, and the store is back here. And here's a lot of the signs that we keep in stock, and you can look at them online. But there's a lot of signs in here that are made. They're all acrylics. Welcome to the train room. Right there, certified train nerds. Right there, we got Conrail, kind of a TikTok big shot, the Katy, Denver Trains, CSX, more trains. I think there's a Chessie. I think this is a Western Maryland Fireball. But we got a whole store here. So if you're interested in looking at our store, just go check out our store, denvertrains.com. Lots of good deals on there. There's 5% discounts, but lots of Rapido, Atlas, Intermountain, Home Shops, N-Scale. Lots of smoke fluid. Just lots and lots of different things for the hobby. We've got tons of stuff. There's another wall back here. It's got nothing but vehicles down there. I don't want to go too far back here because I'll lose my internet. Because this is the dungeon. I call it the dungeon. But we got everything that you could think of. So if you're interested in it, there's tons and tons of stuff in here. We got a full-blown store. So check out denvertrains.com if you haven't already. Really, really good deals. So I know, you'll lose me. Yeah, the clay cracks like concrete. Thank you, Len. Appreciate it. I like the trains. I worked for the railroad almost 30 years now. Yeah, this is clay. And then when it dried, it cracked. So I just left it. And then I kind of tested oil spots, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. And I just kind of left them. But it is clay. And when it cracks, it just cracked like old concrete. So I just left it. And I've done work in here, and I've put ballast and tried different things. So, I mean, it's a layout. It's never done, right? Born in Denver 82 years ago. Well, hell, you're living the good life. Your father would be a kid in a candy store with the trains. That's kind of the way I feel some days. I got John Deere's in here. I got guys just hanging out right there, see? They're all checking out the Shay. They're all talking about it. I've got guys over here. I've got workers right there working on stuff. I've got all kinds of little details. We got a hot dog trailer right there. All kinds of stuff in here. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It helps. Like I said, when I get to 2,000 followers, I'd like to do some type of giveaway. That's what I'd like to do. So we'll see how that goes. But if I can get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to try and do a giveaway. Rolling stock or something. Maybe a sign. You never know. Need an amber lit cafe in the woods. I got a little cabin. There's a little cabin right there. I think the light needs replaced in it. I think the light went out. But if I could get, let me see if I can do this. I won't be able to change the colors, but you'll be able to see. There's the town at night right there. There's the disco ball. When I'm on TikTok, we play music and we have a disco ball. There's the clouds. But this is the Annie sub at night. You can see there's a lot going on here. You got the layout lightning storm over here. So if I hit the button, see that? The longest train I think I've had on here is probably close to 80 cars, and that's on this main that you see right here. That's not even counting this outside part to the yard. It's a little bit dark right here in the yard, but over here the yard's a little bit lit up, as you can see. It's a pretty cool layout at night. It's pretty neat. Lots and lots and lots to see. So I can't really see here. There we go. Here's another view from the other side here. If I could get my wife to mess with the lights, I could get her to do like some colored lights, but I'd have to ask her. I'm gonna set you right here for a second and let me ask her if she can do the lights for me. Hey, can you do the lights for me? Can you do the view lights, the colors? Because I'm on my phone for YouTube. Do the Motown or something. So my wife's gonna change the lights. She can do it on her phone. I'm on my phone, so I can't really do it myself. But you'll see these lights that are all white. See, they changed. She kind of brightened it up in here now, see? But this is what it looks like in the dark with the lighting. See the lighting? It's pretty cool in here. We did a lot of work to this basement. Am I still expanding? Yeah, I keep adding. I want to do a second layer. Second level, I mean. So I'm going to do a second level in here somewhere. I just haven't gotten to it completely yet. But I'm thinking about doing it here soon. I'm going to work on it. Do I have Lionel, HO, or American Flyer? I don't have American Flyer per se, but I do have Lionel. I have a Lionel Polar Express right here. That's the Polar Express. I got a Lionel Halloween right there in the dark. It's kind of dark in here, but you can see the orange. The rest of these are Broadway limited. Most of them are Broadway limited. They're all steam, and they do smoke. So got quite a few of those. And then over there on that far wall's all trains. So that's my collection of trains over here. Let's go back over this way. I want to do something real quick right here. I want to show you. Here's the N scale. See the N scale's lit up? This is Tiny Town right here. This is gonna be Tiny Town. Let me see if I can. See if I can light them up here. There's an engine. See the light just came on right there? And then there's one more here. 1982. And then I think there's one more right there. It's a little switcher. I don't know if I'm gonna get it going. Let me see if I can get that little switcher going. It's right here. Yeah, for some reason I didn't get that one going, but there's the N scale right there. That's all N scale. There's a steam engine over here. It's coming around in the dark over here. Here's the steam engine right here. Y6B, Norfolk and Western. But yeah, this is the craziness that we've built together. Sorry if I'm not answering all the questions. Find the professor or Jen again. I'll have to do it sometime. I'll have to do that. Maybe for the giveaway. Maybe for the giveaway we'll do that. We'll do some find Rich or Jen or Annie, and we'll hide them in the layout like we did this last time we did a giveaway. And I might just put a video out there too, and if you leave a comment on the video, maybe what I'll do is do the spin the wheel, and we'll spin for names. Everybody that leaves a comment will get put in the wheel, and we could spin the wheel too. There's that Sue. Here's the collection of engines. This is all N-scale engines. The wife's collection right here. There's a bunch here on these shelves. And then there's more on this shelf. And there's more cars up here and engines. Engines on the bottom. There's a whole bunch here. That's all my personal collection. So I do run them. They probably run once a year. Some of them might run more than once a year. It all kind of depends. Oh, thank you, Peter. Sheldon would love it. Yeah, you know what? We watch that every night. I sit, when we get ready for bed, we watch Big Bang Theory. And I always see Sheldon talking about trains and how they went on a train and he didn't spend time with his girlfriend, and it's kind of funny. It's a cool little show. I've never seen the whole thing, but I've seen bits and pieces. Yeah, Annie, can you turn the lights back on? I got a couple of big boys, and there's a big boy in the store for sale. I actually put two of my big boys up for sale. See if I can get my wife to turn the lights back on. She's working up there. She's busy. Here, I'll do it myself. There we go. Couple big boys right here. American Freedom. Right here's a fantasy big boy, 4014. Here's another big boy, 4014. Here's the Polar Express that somebody had asked about, Lionel. We got a Mountain, Union Pacific. That's a Mountain. That is a 484. We got a New York Central Commodore. Let's jump up here. We got a Challenger, 3985. We got a Berkshire with the Denver model trains. Split Rock did those for me, those decals. We got a cab forward right here. That's BLI. We got a Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania. I didn't realize I had that many Pennsylvanias. 484. You can pre-order these on our site right now. They're up for pre-order. That's the Blue Goose. Another Berkshire, Boston and Maine, New Haven. Then we got another New York, New Haven, and Hartford right here. We got a GS4 in the Excursion for BNSF Santa Fe. another Challenger here in the gray museum colors, and then we got the 4449 right here, and it looks like something came off. I hear something happen. I can tell you when an engine stops because I hear it, and it's over there. I derailed. Yep, we derailed some stuff here, so hold on a minute. That's the 532. We gotta go over here now. We gotta crawl under. We crashed big time right here. Ran right into the train. There he goes. We're gonna push it on out of here. We're gonna stop the 1031 for a second. It happens whenever I'm not paying attention. All right, so we derailed a couple cars. Actually, we didn't derail any cars. We just came apart. So now we're gonna go back under. We're gonna take this one. We're gonna back up. We're gonna grab the split rock car. That's a split rock car. If you notice, I put different colors in that scrap car. The colors are kind of a chalk color, kind of simulates different types of metals. And some of it, I just messed around with it just to see what it would do. All right, here we go. 12, we're back. Here we go. Here comes that Bronco train right there. I kind of like the way it goes through right here. I want to put bigger switches in there because those are mediums, and I want to put the large radius. And I think if I put the large radius, it would be a lot better. So, and there's the Rock Island. Rock Island just keeps on going. End scale right here. And right above it is the auto train. And then this little engine, I don't know what's going on with it. We're gonna, oh, it's the 703. It's the wrong number, so let's get it back. Now let's go see if we can start it up. Let's do the 703, and that might help us. There it goes. I don't think I have it on the rail. Let's see if I have it on the rail. Did I get it on there? It's hard to put end scale on. My hands are too fat. There we go. The light's on, so I think we're good. So we're running 4 right here on the end scale. Check out the end scale. Look at the detail. Yeah, I don't know why we're having problems with that little switcher, but I am. Let's do this. Let's take it off. Let's take it off and put it over here. And let's run. How about we run a Cargill? What do you guys think? Let's run the Cargill. It's the 606. My fingers are too fat. See that? My wife can put this stuff on so damn quick. Not me. There we go. Let's try the 606 Cargill. Let's try it. Select 606, enter. Maybe it's 3. Nope. Maybe it is 3. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, it's 3. It hadn't been put its number in yet. Here we go, N scale. All right, we keep coming apart over here. I gotta have a wreck over here. We had another wreck, a big wreck. Holy shit. Big derailment. Big derailment. Look. Big derailment. Big derailment. Holy shit. Smash them and crash them. Look at that. How's that for a derailment? Jesus. Shove it back a little bit. And let's fix this derailment. That was a bad one. Not good. Let's see if we can get these back on here. Derailment, derailment, derailment every time over here. Looks like we might have lost we lose a spring? No? We lost another car though. I can hear it banging on I can hear it's off the track. Not sure where, oh, here it is. This one right here. Off the track, I can hear it. The Ann Arbor. Oh, I'm gonna crawl under again. I'm too damn old to crawl under. It's coming back right here. So, I'm cheating it. You know what? I might have lost a spring on this thing. Does it have a spring on it? Yeah, it has it. I don't see an issue there. So. Let's try it again. Here we go. All right, now we're going to go back and get the there we go. Having all kinds of issues tonight. At least it's staying on track. The Broncos is still staying on, even though the other one came off a couple times here. think we're okay now. What's going on, everybody? If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please. Trying to get to 2,000 followers. Once we get there, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway at Denver Model Trains. This is the wife's. Having problems with these engines today. Looks like they're running. Usually we don't have any problems on the end scale, but the track might be a little dirty. So we might have to work on the track and clean the track eventually here. Yeah, the trains are paid actors. There you go. We're gonna let that Sioux get away. Get that Sioux away from this Bronco train. I kind of wanted to run this one, but I'm afraid that I'll derail the cars. I just have a weird feeling that I'll derail the cars. So I don't want to run that one. What train would I choose on a deserted island? Probably none, because I wouldn't be able to run it. Now, if there's tracks there that I could run it, I would probably choose a little 280, like this one right here. See the 280s? I would take a little 280. That way I could at least just cruise around the island. Is my wife going to be with me, though? Because it's got to have amenities. If my wife's going to be with me, the train's got to have amenities. Now let's see if this son of a gun... Yeah, that train came apart again. That train came apart again. There it goes. It's so weird. It stopped on the crossing. Man, having all kinds of problems. Let's go see if we lose all these cars. If we lose these cars again, then there's something happening with that coupler on that car. If I lose the cars, the coupler must be bad on that gondola that's coming through here. That's my guess. Yeah, that 280 is really nice. The 280s are beautiful little engines. We have a couple in the store for sale still if somebody's looking for one. We bought quite a few of those when we did buy them, but we have a couple that are left. Santa Fe and the Union Pacific, I believe. But yeah, if you're looking for trains or want to get a good deal on something, go check us out, Denver Model Trains, denvertrains.com. We try to treat everybody with respect, and we try to do right if something goes wrong. But right there, denvertrains.com. Now, I believe these are on their way, the Fox River, I believe. And I think I don't know if it's these or the I think they're the theater cars like this. They have the big window in the back. Those are on their way. So those of you that did order some, I think they're on their way. And they're called Fox River cars, I think. Don't go riding on it, the train. Thomas, I do not. I do have some Bachmann. I don't have an issue with the newer Bachmann. The old ones, I have some old ones. That's a newer Bachmann right there. Milwaukee. And then I've got some Spectrums right here. And of course we've got the first steam engine, it is DCC'd. And then we've got the small American right here with the lumber. And then I picked this up by accident. I had a bad gear and those pieces came right off as soon as I opened it in the package. It's a little ON3, so I don't know what I'll end up doing with it. I might end up just selling it for parts So we'll have to see what happens. Carlos, thank you, thank you. Definitely am pondering putting started with a small. Yeah, we actually have. It's funny, we have Polar Express. That's a set in HO. We have Polar Express Thomas right here. Polar Express Thomas, and then we have the little Christmas train from Pico. It's a small set, but it comes with a track and controllers. Track and controller. Comes with track and Bluetooth. This one you can take to anybody's layout, throw it on. As long as it Bluetooths, you can run it as long as you have track power. So that's pretty cool if you get one of those sets, or you put something together and you buy the track that we sell in a box, and then you buy the train you want. So that works too. What's up, Nancy? Vail, Colorado. I haven't been to Vail in a long time, but we've been out there. Thomas, you used to watch as a kid? Yeah, I really never watched Thomas. I just didn't. I don't know what it was, but I didn't watch Thomas. I like Thomas. I think it's cool and everything, but I just never watched it as a kid. There's my mirror. I might have to move that mirror. I don't know if I like that mirror there. It kind of gives, it's kind of cool. I almost think I need a little bit bigger mirror. So tomorrow's the start of your layout build. Awesome, Nancy. Make sure you post so we can see it. Man, that Denver Bronco train, it's running fast all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell happened. Either that or my Sue's just not going fast enough. My Bandit isn't moving fast enough. Here comes that Denver train. There's the Rock Island coming around the bend right there too. They're all showing up right here at the corner. Those are the new coil cars, the Greenbrier from Rapido. Those are really cool coil cars. Those are like the new today's coil cars. What's my oldest train? My oldest train is gonna be this one here. That one there I had as a young kid. Everybody had a Santa Fe as a young kid. And then I think oldest probably gonna be that one right there. You can see the patina on it. It's kind of an old engine. That's an old Spectrum. So, but the rest of them are fairly new. I've got this one too that's older. It's a blue box SD40. Another SD40, GP38, GP38, SD40. I don't know, I got quite a few SD40s, but nothing like HO Scale Showcase. He's got like 1 million SD40s. The mirror's fine. Yeah, it's cool. I think I need another one over here, right over there on that side. I was actually gonna put them over here on this wall, but I didn't do it. And I might have to put one right there on that corner right there, just to kind of reflect. I don't know yet. I'll have to see what happens. So Oh, welcome, Peter. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Bachman Easy Track, it works. Bachman Easy Track works, Hobby Steve. We do have some in HO that we sell. And then most of the time when you get the sets, they usually come with the Bachman Easy Track. So that's the way it usually works. But it works good. I think Joshua James on TikTok, he runs Easy Track. I think BK Trains runs Easy Track out in Michigan. There's a few others that run Easy Track, and I think it works great. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'm getting ready to jump off here. I got to work tomorrow, but tomorrow night, I got a couple buddies coming over, and we're going to hang out, run some trains, and maybe go live on YouTube again. If you guys want me to, I'll go live again. Father was into model trains when I was a kid, never into it until Yeah, well, that's cool. Lord, I mean, it happens. But you could also get started on it. It's never too late to start an HO model train set. Let me tell you, never too late. This thing's right at 800 square feet, all the way back here to this back piece. That's right at 800, just shy of 800 square feet. This room, just this room alone with the hallway and this room back here with the living room is 1,300 square feet is what we measured. So it's pretty big room, pretty big basement. Wasn't supposed to be like this. I'll tell you, if you ask my wife, I was never supposed to build anything this big. It was supposed to be a theater area over there with a big living room, and I was supposed to keep my trains right here. I don't know what happened. One day it just expanded and exploded, and then boom, it was there. Going to use Atlas, but decided to switch to Easy Track. Yeah, Hobby Steve, you might want to look into Kato. It might be a little bit more pricey, but Kato Easy Track, Unitrack they call it. I think Chris Thorne runs it. Chris Thorne runs some of it, but excuse me. The cool thing about Kato Unitrack is they sell the signals that you plug right into the track, and you can add that stuff as you go. They sell the sidings. They sell your little stub tracks that you can add with the Ys, and it's kind of a cool thing. So look into Unitrack, and if you need some, we can get it. We can get it in HO. I think we can even get it in N scale. But Kato Unitrack is really the way to go if you're going to do it, because you can add the signals right in and you don't have to wire anything. It's just all plug and play. It might be a little bit more pricey, but it's plug and play. Do I have any monsters beside the zombies? Yes, I do. I have dinosaurs somewhere, and I do have Loch Ness Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Over here I have Nessie right next to that boat. I'm gonna zoom in. You see the Loch Ness monster? See the neck sticking up right there? And then right here we got the what's the white Sasquatch? Yeti. And I used to have Monsters Inc. stuff in here, but the girls took off with them. My grandkids took them, so I don't know what happened to them, but they're gone. Gerald Ford runs DCC and DC. I used to have DC, but then I just went strictly DCC. Just because it just seemed a lot simpler to do all DCC. But I do have a 4x4 layout that belongs to my grandkids back there. I had it set up right here recently, and we were running DC on it. Yeti, yes, that's Yeti. There's Yeti, and then there's a grizzly bear right there. And then there's Sasquatch on top of the mountain right there. See Sasquatch right there? And then over here, let's see. I thought there was dinosaurs in here somewhere. I have to think about where they're at. They're around here somewhere. But there are dinosaurs in the layout, throughout the layout. I just can't remember where they're all at. So I think there's one maybe on the beach. I'm not sure. So, all right, guys, I hate to call it, but I got to work tomorrow, and I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. I appreciate the likes. I really do. And I'll be back tomorrow night with a couple buddies. I'll see if these guys want to do a YouTube live when they're here tomorrow. And maybe we'll do a YouTube live when we hang out and run some trains, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for the likes. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, if you need any trains or you need that more trains sign right there, look at denvertrains.com. I appreciate you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow, and good night. God bless everybody. Here we go.